but you know it's cool.
But cool.
Because
Hey,
if she's not
keep
gonna
her happy.
she's not gonna win it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I personally believe that the workhorse, right, is a very, very important role, and I think it shows so much respect to be selected to play that role. So yeah, I'm with it, and that's why I was happy with the men's rumble, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. Because, you know,
Right.
Selena got some shit to say about that. Shout out to all the women coming out like Street Fighters, characters.
Yo,
Vega
shout out
coming
to
out
Selena.
like
Could do
Vega.
no harm, no wrong.
Zaya
Shout out to,
Lee. Zaya Lee,
oh,
bro.
yeah, Chung-Li.
Even though people thought she was Chung-Li. I don't know, that's just her outfit. She's Chinese. But, oh my God, she looks great. But she's, putting on a show.
Yeah, no, it was just,
It was
again,
her debut party.
it was great.
Shout out to Hornswoggle.
Yo,
That was the worst part of it.
It was
I
just
thought
creepy
that
as
the
fuck.
whole match was so well done. Actually, I kind of suppressed it out of my mind.
Really?
Yeah, to be
I
honest.
didn't mind it because there's always going to be some comedic element to a rumble.
As soon as
You
I
liked
saw Selena go in underneath it, I was like, well, I guess we're getting Swoggle tonight. Like that's
I thought it was funny,
it was super predictable.
but then the getting chased out of the ring and stuff. I was like, this is a lot. Like,
It was just a bit much because it seemed almost pervy. But, I mean, it was funny. I was okay with it. It didn't ruin the rumble for me. if that
Well,
makes sense.
we got our winner, Becky Lynch,
Becky
Yes,
Lynch is
man.
going. You called it.
to
mister.
the fuck I did.
Oh, all right, all
Sure
right.
did.
I sure did
Drop
call
your
it.
glasses
Sure
now.
did.
Shut your mouth.
But how well do you think you fared on the men's rumble?
Yo, but the women's rumble, it was an easy pick. Fucking, of course Becky was gonna win. Shout outs to Drew McIntyre. Wow, what a nothing burger supreme.
Yeah,
I
what
was-
cheese?
Gaga sandwich for
even
sure.
I was upset at that. Like, why is it gonna? Right.
Right,
And I'm a fan, but like,
Keep
it's
them
not-
happy, but
I'm really not that big a fan. Like, why? Please
Not
don't tell
lately.
me.
Not
Please don't
lately.
tell me this is where they're gonna waste McIntyre for
Yeah,
Mania.
nah, man, that's terrible.
Oh, with
In a
Ziggler?
nothing feud with Ziggler.
Well, remember,
you
there
still
was
got-
reports
you
that
still
he was
got two.
leaving,
You
right?
got two
So
pay-per-views, you know.
there was reports that he was leaving, so they wanted, I don't know, maybe keep him happy, right, or something. But I know who they couldn't keep happy, apparently.
Mr. Dean Ambrose.
That's right.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later. But nah, I mean, it was a good
There's a lot of
Rumble.
people. That's what happened. That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
dramatic pause. They're
This
like, I
is
don't know
true.
which one.
This is true. This is where we're at, right?
Meanie, miny.
So yeah, the Rumble.
So the men's rumble.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah.
Who started it up?
Dun, dun. Well,
Jeff Jarrett.
No.
Fucking get to it.
Elias.
Let's get to it.
Elias.
Jeff
Elias.
Jarrett
Jeff fucking
Jeff
Jarrett.
Jarrett.
is out there.
No, J-E-double-F.
First
Yo,
of all,
fucking what?
how come they had to do his like 1991 theme song? I prefer the old one from the Attitude Era.
Which one?
Yeah.
The Southern
Down,
Justice.
dun, 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 dun.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did his country shit. But that was like actually recorded song and shit.
Shout out to Road Dogg coming
Yo,
out
on Raw, I popped for that shit.
Yeah.
My wife popped. She was a
I
big Road
can't
Dogg
wait
fan
to be-
back in the
Yeah.
day.
Shout out
She,
to
loved
the
it.
good old 90s.
Yeah, man, it was
Oh,
dope.
and the
He
men's
still got it. He still got it. Yo.
and the men's rumble had a nice showing of young talent, right?
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano had himself a
Gargano,
weekend,
Yes.
Black.
right? Alistair
Alistair
Black
Black.
came out, had a
Andrade
great
St. Almas got a
Dunne.
prominent role.
Yeah.
So did Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa Ali.
You know what I'm saying? Mustafa Ali, yo, who's now in the chamber. You know what I mean? He's getting a push, yo.
Shout out to the
That's so interesting.
Shout out to the
I didn't see
former
that coming.
cop that wasn't happy with
Word.
what he was doing,
Mhm.
and took it upon himself to do wrestling, and look where he's at now, main
Amazing,
eventing,
bro.
and for the heavyweight championship in an
That
elimination
is
chamber
dope.
gimmick match.
Dope, man.
That's a story.
Yeah, man.
That is a story, man.
Yeah,
They got
man.
that off,
And it works. He's performing well, man.
no
And
doubt.
he's about to have a few with Samoa Joe, man. I'm excited to see that.
But then okay, so here's my my grievance with the whole
Your what?
That Baron
Grievance?
Corbin came out?
What is it?
the stuffs that I don't like
Baron
about the
Corbin came out?
thingy
And the hibbity hobbities?
and the heebie hobbies. But
Alright, let's do
yo,
it.
so Nia Jax came out and knocked out Lana. That took forever to get to the fucking ring, right? And okay, she Lana is selling the injury, right? So it's easy to sell. I can't stand. Yo, Nia Jax came out and just shoved R-Truth into one barricade, and then just pushed him on the floor, and then he was eliminated from the Rumble.
Like
That's
he
what's
said,
up.
Like he said on SmackDown, first I was rapping, and then I was napping. Yo, my gripe with it is I wasn't so mad that she came out because we've seen women come out before, right? And it works to a certain extent. And I was a big girl, so it makes sense. My problem is that they use the same exact angle twice to get into the match.
Right.
And the first time you use it, there was more of a fight. Like Finley was like playing on the roll, like no, you can't, no, you can't. And then people are popping. He's looking around. He's like, I fucking get in there. You know what I mean? That shit was dope.
Yeah.
You know, bitch. It adds to the storytelling. Nia pushed fucking rapping R-Truth.
Into a barricade. And
Just
that's
shitted
it.
on the mixed tag challenge, right? And fucking pushed him into the mat, and that's it. Went night.
Ah, fuck it. She did better than what R-Truth was going to do anyway.
No, he was gonna win it.
He was gonna win it.
Yeah.
That's why he won the United States
That's
title.
right.
Shout out to Rock's cousin for using her political pull to
Yeah. I mean, yo, it was dope.
get a
Not for
spot
nothing.
that Beth Phoenix and China both worked
Word.
their ass off to get into.
Right.
Had nothing to do with punching Becky Lynch in the mouth.
Woo!
Where's the button
Aye.
for the chair, yo?
Wait
Hold
a
up.
minute, God damn it.
That's the chair right there.
Yeah.
Drink this chair
Hey.
shot
Oh,
in liquid
hey.
form. Yeah, you
Well,
might wanna
I
grab
mean,
it.
I will say it was fun to see her get super kicked, 619'd, and RKO'd.
RKO'd was amazing.
I mean,
And then
you
get
haven't
the
seen-
fuck
and
out.
listen, you haven't seen that we talked about intergender. Now,
I haven't
someone,
been talking about
there's
that
a
shit
good
you
point to
talking
be
about.
made,
That's
and
right.
Taz made this point in his podcast. They only did that because it was a pay-per-view. If it was on USA, they would not be doing that because they would lose sponsors. That's why you don't see it. But since it was on pay-per-view and on their network, they can get away with it. They
From
can
what
do
I
it.
understand,
That's my guy.
right? Their toy contract. I forget if it's Mattel or Hasbro or whatever it is, but their toy manufacturer has a fucking clause that says that they cannot show males dominating females.
Uh-huh.
So,
Like what, on the cover art?
in on TV.
And their
Or
contract.
on TV?
Yeah, so I just thought that was interesting because
Always
that's what I
advised,
thought
right?
was
What's
the
that?
case previously, and that's why they were avoiding any real thing. I think that we talked about that, or at least I brought it up during when we started talking about the mixed match challenge or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
No, but
that's
that's the thing.
interesting.
When it's on cable, it's more
Are you paying
exposed
for
to
that
everybody.
shit?
Shout out with that said,
Compared to being on the network.
with all that said, shout out to JP Savage, man, and yo, big ups to what you said a long
'em.
time ago. I don't even know if you remember this shit,
Oh, wait. Please, refresh my memory.
but
I like hearing
yo,
about myself.
given the fact that you just brought that up with the whole the toy thing and the
Drink this
the
fucking liquid
intergender
courage.
shit, you notice there was a news report that a lot have been happening this weekend, but a news report came out that apparently a male and a female WWE superstars were challenging each other. I forgot who it was right now, but they got it was Becky and The Rock.
Oh, yes.
Becky Lynch and The Rock. So there was a dream match, right? So you saw, who did Becky get? Well, you saw Nia Jax attack everybody, right?
Yeah.
All the guys. Who else did we see this weekend that got into somebody's intergender that got into each other's
Oh, you
face?
had Becky Lynch versus John Cena, right?
Okay, that right. I think you said something about it too on the previous episode, but
I'll
you
punch you in
guys
the face.
brought up the intergender fighting. This might be happening now.
I think
Oh
so.
yeah. I've been saying it for
Oh.
weeks that there's this turn of an era right now.
No, Becky is going to fight Seth Rollins.
Yeah, and I want to see it so
And
bad.
don't forget, she will fight Finn Balor. Because that was her teacher.
Oh,
that'd be
no
so
doubt.
dope.
That's gonna be a dream match.
That's
for
going
her.
to be a story to tell. And Finn already has done it. If you think about the UK takeover, right? NXT takeover.
Going after Jordan.
Yes.
Yo,
I mean, so
there is
gonna happen.
there's something new to do there.
it's going to happen. It might just happen on the network, though. It may not happen on TV.
But
What
you
if
know who
Can-
might not gonna
What
be.
if Candace goes after Tommaso?
That's good. But you know
Candice
who?
goes after Johnny.
You know what?
Because Mandy Rose.
What if?
We're doing this
Terrible
again.
storyline.
You know what match we won't see is Dean Ambrose and Renee go at it. It is not on
Damn.
TV.
So we're gonna talk about that now.
Yeah,
Might
man.
as well.
It happened this weekend. Right?
All right.
Or this week it just
Did
happened.
we finish the Rumble?
Yeah, we finished. Right?
Fucking.
Seth Rollins.
Seth
Seth Rollins
Rollins
wins.
Yeah,
Are you guys happy about the
Yeah.
winner? I wasn't
Yes.
upset.
But
I would like to point out I called it.
So you weren't
Yeah,
happy?
I thought it was it was predictable
welcome.
to a certain extent though. Because who else was it gonna be, right?
the fucking literally like 6 other people.
Nah.
That was what the fuck we talked about on the Go Home show.
No,
the
I
fact
wasn't
that
here,
it could-
motherfucker.
it
well,
could've
that's because
been-
you
My
dumb as
opinion
shit.
was not expressed.
Exactly, it's just a stupid fucking opinion.
apparently-
There's like fucking
apparently
11 people. Yo, there was like literally like 7 people it could have been.
Calling out Braun
Drew
Strowman,
McIntyre being
Let
one.
me ask you a
Finn
question.
fucking
Let me ask you a
Balor.
question. Who else on the roster has beat Brock Lesnar besides Seth freaking Rollins?
But
Big
who?
Show.
But we haven't seen Drew McIntyre.
All right, but I'm
Big
saying
Show.
right now in a situation when you lose Roman Reigns, we talked about this. You lose Roman Reigns,
Undertaker.
you need some star power, right?
John Cena.
Yeah, but the other
But John Cena, that's
listen,
what direction you want to go.
the only other way
When
it
we're
would have
changing
gone.
things?
The only other way it would have gone is with Miz
Now
to get to the whole Daniel Bryan thing, right?
Yeah, but that would have been off of Brock Lesnar, right? That's what I'm talking about.
But no,
So
then
it had
they
to
would
be
have.
Seth.
No, I'm saying they would have used Miz to win to take him to the title picture for the SmackDown picture.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then
But that leaves Brock Lesnar alone.
no, they'll get to Brock
They'll find
and Seth
some other
some
way.
other way to get there.
More Braun than Brock.
Braun, whatever, however they get there, but it would have still wound up Seth and Brock. I mean, you know.
The only other feud I would have been interested to see Brock in, if that was the direction they went in, would probably be him and Samoa Joe. But beyond that,
That was the only successful one. that we've
Samoa
seen other than
Joe.
but the
Daniel
Finn Balor
Bryan.
Can do
angle,
no
I'm not
wrong.
mad at, man. I'm not mad at.
Lame.
And the
Can I
Seth-
fantasy book real quick?
Go ahead.
No,
Because I know this will
Dale.
never happen.
trash.
But
Just like JP's opinion. Trash.
Sheldon, Benjamin, and Brock, seeing how we're talking about teacher versus student. Shelton
Oh.
was his coach in the University of Minnesota.
Shelton Benjamin needs more work.
Have you seen him? He's a thick brother now.
He's a what?
Thick good brother. Thick good brother.
Wait a
Say
minute.
what?
Wait a minute.
Say it
Thick
again.
good brother.
What?
Hey,
Wait.
we got sponsors, man.
Yo, shout out to his rivalry with
Shout out to him coming
Yeah,
on the
man.
Rumble.
yeah, online.
Word.
Yeah, fucking
But be
hilarious.
careful.
He's like, shout outs to the
I
hater
know
section of my
somebody
fan club.
that might have some lead issues with it.
Wow.
Shout out to Keith
I'm
Lee,
done.
I guess.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with JP. I'm
Yo,
done with
no,
JP.
hold on.
Like Hideo is done
So-
with WWE.
Wow.
Wait, we talk about Dean or
You
not?
bastard.
No nice things.
I put it
So,
up there. Ain't nobody
Here's
gonna talk
the
about
thing.
it.
We're going to talk about fucking Dean Ambrose. Let's get this shit done.
No,
Let's
you
talk
fucking
about
do
it.
that,
What's
bro?
up?
Wow. That's a
Yeah, I
lot.
think it's a work. A lot of people think it's a
Work.
work
So, yeah,
Work.
that was a dope
song.
Twitter pro.
Back in the
Yo,
day.
post. No,
I was going off on Twitter.
Yo,
This
all I'm gonna say is
bullshit.
it might be legitimate.
Yo, come on, Ronda Rousey, spit it out.
It might be legitimate. There's some legitimacy to it because you know he's bored. You know he's tired. He's not gonna put. This is an opportune moment to push him to the top, and they haven't, right? And now you have AEW, right? So like, that's some intrigue, especially that you hear that they're still making people take off their AEW shirts in the arena.
They stopped it by the end of the Rumble. Or by Raw. Raw, they were letting people in already.
Because they were doing it in the Rumble.
Yeah, at Rumble, they would take
There's
a video.
videos
Like,
of it
get the
all
fuck
over
outta
social
here.
media. You know what I'm saying? So like there's some bitterness. There's some they feel some heat, right? And they know they're about to lose talent.
You think they feel some heat, or it's just they don't want disruption in the show?
What type of disruption is a fan wearing an AEW shirt?
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
real.
It's
they-
the fucking Royal Rumble.
And yo, not for nothing.
If I'm sitting across from you and then I see that shirt on and I see you in a ruckus, like, you know, getting into it, like screaming and yelling
Did you
and
see
shit.
the man that was wearing that shirt? What ruckus is he gonna cause?
Well, I didn't see the video.
So
I'm just saying.
feathering?
I'm just saying hypothetically.
I
And
don't
I
know
see
what
that.
that
I'm gonna
is.
think.
I
I'm gonna think
know
you're part
what
of
that
the
is,
AE
man.
crew. You know, and then everybody's gonna be trolling and shit. You know how people do.
You know, the only way that would become a distraction is if people came like packed and planned with fucking signs like
Right,
the sorrow
right,
section.
right.
You know what I mean? Where it's like obvious on the camera.
Well, I
That's
think
AEW fans,
that's what the
Take
E's
that
afraid
idea.
of, though, right? They're
Fucking
afraid
do
there's
it.
going to be
Some type of
what they got scared of was last year at WrestleMania. There were more Bullet Club T-shirts than any of the E T-shirts out there at WrestleMania.
how like Bullet Club has fallen off a lot. You know, what
We
I'm
still rocking though.
it might
Shout
pick
out to
up,
Cutthroat
though.
Era.
saying? I hope it does.
It might pick up.
Tama Tonga,
just
the good
not-
guy, is not my favorite.
Well, I don't mean Bullet Club. The Young Bucks, obviously.
Yeah.
That might pick up.
Yeah,
now
the
with
Young
AEW.
Bucks are no longer Bullet Club.
That's right. You're right.
Dumb
Yeah.
fuck.
They like,
But it could also be a work. I mean, they love to feed off of real shit, and this could be Vince be like, yo, we're gonna throw this bait and see if they bite. You know what I mean? I don't know. We shall see. We shall see.
Well, if you're on the fence, you're fucking wrong. This is a work and a half. All right, there's nothing that screams work more than the WWE releasing a statement that doesn't even say future endeavored. You know, good luck on your future endeavors.
Months
Right,
ahead of
It
schedule.
didn't
Fucking
say,
like 4 months ahead of
You're right,
schedule.
it didn't say
It said
future
we
endeavors.
wish him back. We wish that he'd come back or some shit along those lines. So, fucking Exhibit A. Exhibit B is the timing. We're talking about after WrestleMania is the end of his contract. And we're fucking months away. Right after a Royal Rumble. Before Monday Night Raw. Just smells shitty.
Smells like the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, it smells like WrestleMania to me. And then Exhibit fucking W, fucking Exhibit H, him standing in the ring with Triple H.
Yep.
And having that whole interaction.
That's that interaction for
Okay.
sure. That's a good point.
Exhibit fucking Z and Tommy asks for his to release and comes out today. And you see the contrast between his message and the message that Dean Ambrose fucking just got. And yo, it's a fucking stark contrast in the way they're handling the two. So motherfuckers, as I present to you the fucking evidence laid before us, let me tell you that if you think this shit is real, you are wrong, you are dumb, and you need to take a fucking seat.
Oh my god. You should have been on
Fuck.
OJ's fucking defense team over here, bro.
I think he was.
I'm saying, though.
I've had enough.
I'm gonna sit down.
I was gonna say it might be a little premature before you said all that shit because of the fact that, well, I mean, until I see it, something else come out in the ring, somebody mentions it inside the ring?
I tell you what. Because I am a fighting champion.
You defending that title?
I'm defending that title. Nah, if I will never defend that title. There's no rematch
That's
clause.
it, what
There's
the
no match clause for nobody. I don't have to fucking what? Pay me. I don't have to fucking get out of here. I don't have
Shout
to
out
put
to
it up.
Rockefeller Sports Bar for producing Mischief's voice for the week. By
Listen,
the way.
I sound like I
Damn.
swallowed
That
Oscar the
sounds like
Grouch.
it's a place not to go to. Bro.
Nah, that shit
Don't
was
say it like
fun,
that.
yo. People were lit. We was screaming. It was live.
Alcohol's gone bad.
Nah, that shit was
Calm
lit.
down,
Definitely always a
regularly.
good time. Definitely
But-
always a good time. Shout out.
I'll tell you what, because I'm a fighting champion.
Tell him.
If I'm wrong, and this happens to be fucking real life shoot ass shit, I'll spin the wheel for everybody to see, or we can run a poll to see what my punishment is.
Ooh, I like
Run
the
the
poll.
poll. Let's run the
Wait a
poll.
minute.
Run a poll. We put that
Sounds
shit
like
on
the
Twitter,
baby
you
faces.
dumb
That's a
bitches.
little-
Yeah.
Because when I put a poll on Twitter, people answer the call. And let me tell you something, buddy.
Or brother.
Brother, I couldn't even get there. All right? I asked on Twitter if it's a work or a shoot. And let me tell you, 1,700 fucking people voted.
Wow.
Thank you.
That man had nothing better to do.
1,726 people
Wow.
giving and voicing your opinion. So that's real.
Shout out to Twitter.
I
Shout out to
appreciate research. You know, 8 people answer your question and you're like, that's not like a sample size that I can work with. You know what I mean? But 1,700 people answering this beautiful question.
What was the question?
Whether Dean Ambrose's situation is a work or a shoot. And I've got to say that 58% of people who think it's real are fucking wrong. You're wrong. So I'll tell you, if in April, Dean Ambrose does not fucking leave this company,
You gonna sing for your voice back?
we'll figure out what happens. And y'all can hold that over my head. Because I am a fighting fucking champion. And
somebody
I
hold-
believe my
Can
words.
somebody hold the lozenge?
You can hold these nuts. Preferably in your mouth.
Wait a minute. That is not going to happen, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let-
Mischief, aka DMX.
DMX.
This is for my
Rudolph
dogs.
the red-nosed reindeer.
What? Come on.
Talking about red noses.
Let's talk about Raw.
Let's get into Raw.
You guys trying to get Raw?
Raw?
Oh,
Let's get Raw.
always better.
So, the longest intro to a yet another Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose match. This
Yeah.
week, it took half an hour to get there.
Yeah, but the once again, the Triple H and Dean Ambrose.
That was money. That was
and
good.
not for nothing. It was interesting to see Triple H, kind of like a proud father.
Yeah,
He
right?
was bigging
right?
up Seth, you know. And you know, I'm not mad at Seth winning the Rumble. It's predictable though.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Rumble should be used to push somebody that potentially may not have been in that picture.
And trust him in the main event of WrestleMania, though?
We all knew Austin was going to go on to Mania. We love the fact that he won the Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second time.
All
The
three.
second time.
All three times.
All
The
three.
first time you knew he was gonna win.
No.
Oh, I didn't know. No,
he
yeah. The
was
first
gonna
one,
win.
no. Not
The
the
second one.
Yeah,
the
you were
third
like,
one.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like, the first one was always great because he was up and comer, but he's never got that opportunity.
Yeah.
Seth has been a champion already, right? I'm happy he's won. I'm not upset, but it's a perfect opportunity for somebody that needs that extra.
Yeah, like I
It's
see what you
Money in
mean.
the
Because
Bank.
Shinsuke won it last year. Shinsuke was just fresh, you know.
Yes,
That was a
and
good way to
Shinsuke
get him
needed
in
it,
there.
and even with that,
Yeah.
he's the United States champion.
Yeah.
So
For a
at
day.
the end of this match, right?
Yeah.
At the end of this Seth Rollins Dean Ambrose match,
The
a lot
ultimate insult.
of yes.
Well, first, let's not
It just
die down the
corroborates that story, right?
let's
That
not
he's
die down the
leading.
fact that he finally got his first win over Dean Ambrose.
clean
Seth,
over Dean.
clean, because that he made a good point in the promo. Seth never really beaten
Mm-hmm.
Dean yet officially without any help,
Yeah.
and he finally got that tonight, on Monday. But go ahead.
But fuck you. Also, so Dean Ambrose loses and he's all sulky and bitchy and shit, and he's in the ring fucking doing his thing, right? And then Nia Jax very naturally comes out because she's a heel and she's like, hurry the fuck up, this is my time. Cool, I'm cool with that. People were bitching about that, right? But nah, Dean Ambrose is having his bitch fit, and now they're playing this storyline that he's not re-signing a contract. But I digress. So as Nia Jax comes into the ring,
But it's a gender.
Nia Jax shoves him out of the
They've
ring.
been doing that a lot lately because didn't they do that AJ Styles during the
They did that.
Alexa Bliss and he just came out of nowhere and went through the stands, and they were kind of like shook that they didn't know whether he was gonna come in the ring with
I don't
Becky,
remember.
Asuka, and Charlotte.
I don't remember.
AJ Styles coming out.
Oh yeah, when AJ Styles came out and interrupted like the ending of that match.
Yeah,
That-
and they didn't
that
know he was
triple
gonna come in
threat
the
that
ring
gave
and shit.
Asuka
They went
the-
in the stands. To
Oh,
cut the
okay,
promo.
okay.
That was
No,
last
yeah.
week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so that's been teased a lot.
Yeah, so so it was interesting, just that like toe in the line of like respect, which is cool, I guess, because you got the like if you got the heel doing it the right way or the face doing it the right way,
No,
it works.
I'll
The
tell
face avoided contact, right? He went around,
Yeah.
the heel came up face to face to another heel, bullied him out the ring.
It was kind of cool to see. I saw a still picture of
Dean Ambrose
Nia,
is afraid of
right,
how he's being
face to
booked.
face with Randy Orton. You know, and they're about the same height. That shit was
Who?
wild. Nia Jax and Randy Orton.
Oh,
I saw there was a shot of them in the ring, face
No
to
way.
face.
Really?
Yeah, yo. And
I
was
didn't
like,
notice
shit. Like, she's 6'1".
Former basketball
know?
player.
well,
Yeah.
speaking of
She's
Nia,
6'1". Oh, we knew this. Yeah.
speaking of Nia, she teamed up
Sure,
with
yeah.
Tamina in the first qualifying match for the
Word.
elimination chamber.
Duh, they're gonna win.
You think?
Nah.
Well, this
No,
match.
no,
This
the
match.
Oh,
The
yeah.
match.
Yeah.
Mickey James looking like a snack though.
Oh my, always.
Always.
She's going back in time.
Wow.
Oh.
But like
Fine, like,
Alexa Bliss gains nothing. Like people were fucking
Shout to,
y'all Twitter people are like raging.
Babies, yo.
Fucking baby face
That's
ass.
sensitive.
Yo, for real. Thick skin, yo. You gotta develop some thick skin, baby faces. This is bullshit.
Game
But
salad.
the fuck?
And NWA champion, right? Is on
Jazz?
Is there
Mickey James' husband. Who is it?
Nick Aldis,
Aldis.
Oh, Nick
Nick
Aldis.
Nick Aldis.
a.k.a. Magnus.
AKA
But-
John Cena.
But people on Twitter were like going crazy because Bliss was like getting buried and blah blah. Man, Bliss had her best outing in a very long time.
Yeah.
She was
And
doing
she
flips
just
and
got
shit.
cleared and shit.
Yeah,
You
so
know
she
what
was
I'm
out there wrestling. She was like,
Yeah.
yo, I don't know how to wrestle, right? Suck my
And
balls.
what better way to bring her in slowly than to put her in a tag team match?
Hey, what? What'd they do?
Hey, they
Bring her
brought
in slowly.
Oh, that's a
what
lot.
he said.
So moving on.
Kurt
Yeah, you
Angle
can
lost
skip
to
that.
Baron Corbin clean.
Moving
So
on.
that's
Finn
what we get.
Balor came
Fuck
out
that. That's what
and-
we get. We get Kurt Angle in the ring. We see this bullshit.
Yeah, so
Why waste his good
yo,
years?
you
Fuck
know what
it.
we've got to realize though? Baron Corbin is getting this astronomical like
Astronomic push.
push, and I at face value, I hate it, I love it, I go back
Good
and
for
forth.
him.
But the reality is, like, that's the storytelling we want. He's not like he's near the title, but he's not in the title picture.
Where does it all end for him?
That's-
I don't know, but
You know,
he's
you know, why,
in.
you know why I don't like it?
But he's
You know why
on
I don't like
TV.
it?
He's not like clearly in the title
is.
picture. He's like
But
what?
you know why I don't like it?
Why?
Because there's a fucking slight possibility that he'll win the title someday.
But he'll be like some interim
And I
bullshit.
It's
don't
gonna
know.
happen. It's
No.
gonna happen for the fact that you don't want it to happen.
Write me a good story and I'll believe
But
it.
it's not because I hate him. Like, oh, he has so much. I'm not a fan. I don't want to see this. Keep him off screen. You know what I mean? Put him backstage. Like, yo, have him be one of the henchmen. But I don't want to see this man perform in the ring. I don't want him with a mic in his hand. I don't want to see his Applebee's waitress outfit. I don't want to see his bald head. I do
His
not
what
want to
head?
see him bald head.
Oh.
I do not want to see him playing for the Arizona Cardinals. I just keep him off the screen,
I
man.
heard someone bring up his Arizona Cardinal fucking
my
career
God.
more than this man,
I
Jason.
So
mean,
Finn
he's
Balor-
okay, but I'm just not a fan.
Finn Balor
What do you
comes
do there?
out.
Like a whole preseason?
You know what? And fuck
Like-
you, because you blocked us.
Yeah! Fuck him!
Now I'm beginning to understand why.
Finn Balor had a boring segment with Lashley.
Lashley.
Came out nursing
Lashley.
Yo, shout out to Lashley being one of the fastest eliminations.
He came out nursing his injuries.
Shout outs to Lashley and Paul Heyman kind of going at it on Twitter.
So WWE here,
Nothing
they
major. Nothing
they say I'm
interesting.
sorry to the Revival. They say I promise to fix the division, and you're gonna be the face of it. And they go and revive two former jobbers to take the Revival's place. And now
Hey,
we have
You know what's better?
Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Having jobbers on the fucking tag team. You gotta have a couple
Yeah, you
guys that
gotta
are gonna
have them.
take some
You gotta
hits.
have
That's fine.
That's
And
right.
you know what? The fans will get behind them.
Yeah.
Former
That'd be
tag
his
champs.
favorite
It's not
thing.
like they're slouches.
Yeah. So
And you know
they'll make it
what?
work.
Zack Ryder's happy because he's on TV.
Yeah.
That's right.
Kirk Hawkins at least doesn't have to lose alone anymore.
Yeah.
You know
So-
what I mean? It works.
You know what
Let
else
that go.
I'd
worked?
rather lose my boys than lose by myself.
You know what else worked?
Elias.
That shit worked.
Elias comes out, starts strumming. Everybody's getting nice and ready.
Spending my days looking hard on the road.
And then Jim Jarrett comes out, cut blocks the whole experience.
Awesome.
But nah, it was a great fucking pop. Jeff Jarrett
was.
throwing these solid snap punches.
Yeah.
Yo,
he was
sharp.
alright. He was
Yo,
Sharp.
didn't go.
Yo, I'll tell you this much. He looked a little better than Kurt Angle.
Oh,
Ooh.
night and
Because
day.
Kurt Angle looks stiff as fuck.
Yo, he
man.
does, yo.
Night
That,
and day,
that-
right?
they
get scared
fused his
watching
neck.
him.
They fused his
Yeah,
neck,
man.
right? You can
I
tell.
get worried watching him
Unfortunately.
wrestle, man. You know what I mean? And
I
it's
don't want to see him
noticeable.
wrestle.
It's like almost like Matt Hardy. Like after a while, I'm like, yo, Matt.
You remember the older toys that didn't move their neck back?
Yes.
That's what he
That's
wrestles
what
like.
that
Like
is.
he's always in this
Mad
like
annoying.
hyper
The one with
upright
no joints
position.
and shit.
Hate
I mean,
those
yo,
toys.
to his credit, he's done a lot in his career,
Of
but hey,
course.
no one would blame him for taking a
Yeah,
seat.
man.
yo.
I don't
Listen,
want to. You know what I
at
mean?
this point, he just needs to be an authority figure.
But once
Alright,
again,
so-
Road Dogg coming out though was dope.
Oh,
It's a big
yeah.
pop, man.
Did you notice that Road Dogg went to go take a selfie with somebody and they didn't?
Yes, yes. I peeped that shit,
Okay,
yo.
but he kept the moving.
Yeah, he did. He kept the
going,
moving.
Like, fuck it then.
He's like,
And
that's what
everybody
you
he
do
went
live.
to didn't know the
That's
words.
why
Yeah.
Road Dogg was special though, man. When anybody looks back in the Attitude Era, and people wondered like, how the fuck is Road Dogg Intercontinental champ? How is he a tag team champ? Yo, the man was an entertainer.
Yeah.
He just
No
knew
doubt.
how to move. It was authentic.
Hardcore
You can't
title.
teach what he does.
Hardcore
Just like
title.
Sasha, her fucking facial expressions, the way she sells in the ring, sometimes botches. You can't teach that. It's natural. It comes natural to
No
her.
doubt.
Natural
Play,
botch.
play with your stuff on your own time.
Oh, that was so smooth.
Yo,
Speaking
so-
of natural botches, y'all saw
oh my,
Dana Brooke and
oh my.
Natalia.
Natalia come out as a tag team.
Yeah, I could feel that pre-match segment though, with Dana
Yeah.
Brooke like establishing herself as the alpha female.
Yeah, but like,
I'd like that to be her storyline.
Yo,
I'm
but-
the alpha female
you know what?
because
I
I'm
wanted her to
ready.
win
You know
after
what,
that.
You know
though.
what failed?
Yeah.
And Natalia
Nat-
took it.
Dana Brooke.
Natalia kind of didn't fight it.
Yeah,
She said, I'm better than you too. She's like,
yeah. Natalia's just like I'm the bitch.
I thought she was going to turn on her at the end or some shit. Nah.
Yeah. And
Fuck
then the
it up.
match
Yeah, I
was
didn't get
lackluster,
that.
but
Tell
I'm
me
glad
about
that
that.
tag teams are winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got Nia Jackson Tamina, who's very clearly a tag team. You've got Liv
Riot
Morgan and Riot Squad.
Female Freebirds.
Yeah. So it's nice to see that they're gonna
Female
commit to
bird.
tag teams.
Yeah.
You know, doing their thing. Please don't bring back the Bellas. Let's move on.
Okay.
Fuck.
That's coming too. That's coming
Yeah,
too. That's gonna be like a
It's
the
Trish
last
Stratus and
minute
Lita
entry.
and the Bellas.
God
But they
damn.
are not legends.
They're not.
They're really not.
Oh.
They're
Bro,
really
they're
not.
about to be the
let-
first
Yeah,
win.
yeah, need to fall back. That
Yo,
is-
Yo,
be the first
if they
women's
make
belt that they
a
have.
surprise appearance, they're like, oh, this match is now a triple threat match for your women's tag team champion.
Fuck.
Yo, you know
The
what?
Bellas.
You know what?
I
And
will
that should be-
cancel my subscription.
You know
I
what?
will start watching AEW. I
Yo,
swear to
AEW.
Jesus.
Yo, you know what though? That is some shit they used to do back in the day.